what has happened really is again another indication that the whole controversy between the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, and Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan had more to do with personal ego. If you read the resolution of the Senate, passed, I think, on the 6th of March, 2025, the resolution was quite explicit on the basis for a suspension, number one, the duration for which the suspension was subsist, the precondition that she was required to attain or satisfy before the suspension can or may either be lifted or the duration be reduced. So even on the basis of their own resolution, by their own Senate resolution, Senator Natasha had the option of apologizing to the Senate and retracting the comments that she had made about her encounter with the Senate President, and what they said was going to a wrong seat or taking a seat that was not allotted to her. She had the option to apologize in line with the expectation of the Senate. She chose to go to court to contest her suspension, because don't forget that there was a lawsuit pending before the 6th of March. She had preemptively challenged processes which crystallized in her suspension. So if the Senate, in their own wisdom, felt that it was possible to even recall her without her having to serve or exhaust the tenure of the suspension, namely 6 months, by giving her a condition which she elected not to satisfy, what is now the basis in law? What is now the basis in morality for anybody to say that having served out the term of a suspension, that the Senate can now say, because there is an ongoing appeal process at the Court of Appeal challenging the legality of the tenure or the suspension that she has fully served, therefore they can hide under the cloak of sub judice and say they are not going to recall her. I find the letter of the Senate embarrassing, scandalous, contemptuous, and I find it very disparaging of the sensibility of the Nigerian people. And the court have made it clear in a plethora, in a number of cases, the parliament cannot suspend a member indefinitely. Because if you go by their diabolical logic, it will mean that if the Court of Appeal gives the decision tomorrow on the close appeal by the Senate President and the appeal by Natasha, and either party choose to further appeal to the Supreme Court, which is possible. And the Supreme Court now decide that they are not going to decide the appeal till 2027. Senator Fabio is telling Nigerians that Natasha will not resume her legislative functions.